Something else I wanted to talk about, and I want to talk about this one more than the Tupac story with the Russell Simmons situation because the allegations that's coming from him is that this Negro is basically out here. These females saying he was basically some type of ninja rapist or something. Like he would just,
What?
man, listen, it's a couple of different accusations. A woman just saying he just be hopping on them and taking it. But the thing is that Russell's a vegan and he do yoga and whatnot. So I'm like, I know he got some moves, you know what I'm saying, some physical moves, some self defense moves, and to take a female down moves. So I'm thinking like, cause he's physical fit, he's in tune, you know what I'm saying, with his muscles and his bodies and whatnot, probably all type of agility, what's the word, abilities and whatnot. So I'm just thinking like, if these accusations are true, is this Negro a ninja rapist? Like, I'm just, cause like some of the
First of
stories
all,
are
never
similar,
will
but
you
here,
say
but
ninja rapist.
I'm just saying that's how it sounds like to me. So, but
Oh my
at the
god.
same time, the last woman who came forward made herself sound so silly because each and every time she came to Russell, she was seeking an opportunity. She was either seeking a job or I believe I dropped the story or some type of production financing for her movie, something like that. So she was either seeking like some production and support or a job. And she said she was raped twice by this dude, each and every time she met with him to discuss business. So I'm like, she said the first time after she was raped, she was a forgiving person. She just dusted off. Later on, they had to talk business, and she went back and he did it again. So one thing I want to know is that at the end of both of those situations, did you get the job and did you get what you sought for after that? Because now she want to just because she's the latest person to come out and accuse Russell, but it just seems weird because Russell is saying every woman I had sex with was consensual. So did he rape you, or was it time to make your pack for this business deal, and he just got physical in a way that you wasn't ready for it, and maybe he just should have been gentler, and everything would have been fine. He should have kissed you a couple more times instead of grabbing your hair, and things would have been cool, and y'all would have went y'all separate ways. Or did he did kiss you and whatnot, and you just hopping on the bandwagon because you had sex with him once upon a time? So you know, I don't know. Only thing I know is that they make this Negro sound like a ninja rapist. That's all I'm saying. That's the I don't know.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. So you get a chance
Mm.
to check that one out.
I watched bits and pieces of that clip. As far as that piece, that just to me it just don't sound right. Like it don't fit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a go somewhere. If I go somewhere, I don't even want to say it like that, but it's like if a person was to go somewhere and then get raped by somebody, and then you can be as forgiving as you want to, but I don't know too many people who gonna just go back and just walk back up to their rapist like knowingly and just be like, hey, you know what? Let's try again. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's like it doesn't seem like that was the situation. Like, it just don't seem like that kind of fits the like something else. Maybe as you said, like they did do it before, and like when was the rape? When was the alleged rape? First of all, how long ago was it?
Recently,
It was recently. Okay,
within like the
so
past 5 years.
that's what I'm saying. See, and that's just how I am with like a lot of things. I'm not the one to just be like, well, why? I don't know. I say why a lot. I question a lot of things all the fucking time. But like, I'm not gonna just be like, why this or why she didn't do that or why she didn't do this. I'm gonna be like, how could you even bring yourself to do something like that, to be around that person again? you know what I'm saying, to put yourself in that situation. Like, what how could you do that and be
For
cool
the
with it? You know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
love of money, gonna get that
I mean,
money,
yeah, I get
man.
that. I get that. I get that
Oh,
part, but it's like it couldn't have been
mm,
as bad as it made it seem. Like maybe, like you said, it wasn't a rape, but it's like you said, maybe he was just a bit aggressive or a bit forward, or maybe
or
it could have
maybe
been
she
the other way
feels
around.
dirty about
Maybe
it.
he
That's
didn't even,
what.
maybe he didn't even want her. That's what I'm saying. You got to think about it. You know, maybe he didn't want her. Maybe she was trying to come on to him, and he wasn't really feeling it. So she pulled, the rape thing. It could be multiple ways of looking at the situation. It really can, but it's like, why do we gotta go to rape? Like, why do we have to say that word? Why does that have to be
Mm-hmm.
it? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody should do that. It's no, why? But it's okay.
I believe I ain't gonna say I believe all them females in the Russell case, but they stories just sound too similar. It sounds like they talking about the same man. And it was this one female. She wrote a book about being raped. She was like an executive in the music business or something. She wrote a book about being raped, but she never said the rapist's name in her book. But guess who she dedicated the book to?
Oh,
Russell Mother effing Simmons. Huh?
what?
And she wrote this book like a couple of years ago. So all I'm saying is that look, Russ, man, all these chicks got the same story pattern, and they calling you a rapist. So I'm like, man, look, I ain't trying to call you, but I ain't trying to call him no
Mm,
rapist, but he been in the game. Excuse me, he been in the game for a while, and he probably got used to certain things and getting how you get it. So I'm just saying they story seem they seem like they got some weight. You know what I'm saying, and something to stand on with their accusations because it's just lining up and they all sound too similar.
mm. Now, see, I mean, for that situation, it's for each situation. Honestly, I think if the facts is what they are, it does make a difference. Obviously, if the person is still alive, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, my take on this, and like I said, I'll say it for the record, I do not like talking about stuff like this. Like, I really don't. It just, because like I said, it just reminds me of the pain that still needs to be healed in this earth.
Yeah.
And that shit is deep. I don't really think we as a people understand the amount of pain like that we carry that we don't even think about. Like, to not get too off topic, but I know, like with the food situation, the way somebody described our food to us, like, it will make you not want to eat. Like, you eating them dead animals that got killed. Think about all that pain that's still in there. I don't know. The whole point is, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that needs to get taken care of. And if all we gonna do is keep coming to these rich people or whoever and be like, okay, such and such said you did this. Damn, here's some money. The story's over. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get so tired of hearing that because I feel like people think that that's just going to solve the problem, and that's where more people are coming up and be like, oh, well, he raped me. You know what I'm saying? So he owes me something, or he looked at me funny, so he owes me. Like, first of all, sit the fuck down somewhere, seriously, and shut the fuck up, because everybody ain't out here getting raped. Everybody ain't out here getting touched and molested. Everybody, it's just not happening. Some of these women and men are lying. Some of them are. But if y'all keep saying all you got to do is step up and say did this, and if it sounds like what that other person did, then it kind of sort of goes, and then he gets a fine and a slap, because it's all it is a slap on the wrist, pay her a couple $100,000 or some shit like that. He's going about his money. He still got income coming in from multiple sources. So he's going about his life, and everything's cool. He may or may not feel any remorse about this situation, but because money covered the shit, and that was it. So that's why this shit keeps coming up, because we're not realizing that we're not solving it. We're just putting money on this shit, and, oh, well, we'll make a movie. We'll put you in a movie. How about that? You like that? No, motherfucker. I don't need everybody to know this man raped me. The fuck? I don't need everybody to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would you
So
want all your stuff out there? No, just that's why shit ain't getting healed because we putting hush money on top of everything instead of actually dealing with the fact that some of these people are really fucked up.
okay, all
You
right.
know?
So what you saying is that to help, in so many words, to help figure out if these accusations are true or not, see if the females are coming forth as a therapeutical reason to just vent, or if they trying to get some money, or if they just, just want to get it off their chest. Because I know in the Russell case, one of the females who came forward, they suing him for money. And I think Charlamagne was like, why ain't they, taking him to like a criminal a criminal court? Because the statutes of limitations are not up yet, and the man is still alive. So you can see this man in jail if you want to, but they don't want that. They just want the money.
That's what I'm saying, and that don't make no sense. Like it really, right? It's not. It don't make any sense, and that's why the shit is not getting solved. That's why you can come up and you can have people who got 20. How many different women was in the Bill Cosby case? Like
too many, man.
Too many fucking women was in that for it to just be, oh, well, let's put it on TV and show everybody. Let's not, because what are y'all showing people? And that's what I'm saying. What exactly are you going to show them? You could put it on TV, but if you're not going to present it in the right way, what point is it? You know, like you said, they could be doing so many more things with that. And not to say that anybody, Russell Simmons or Bill Cosby or whoever should have went to jail or whatever, because you can't say that, oh, well, he put his penis in a place where it wasn't supposed to be, so he deserves to be behind bars. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's accurate punishment based on the person, but some got to change. You can't just tell these multi-million billionaires they got to come up off a few dollars, and that's it? And I could go back about my life.
But that's all on the woman, though.
I know.
On the woman.
But that's honestly, that's how you need to kind of change this stuff. You have to talk about it, but you don't have to make a spectacle about this shit. It's a difference between voicing your opinion and just talking. Like they say, there's a quote that says, I can't quote it exactly verbatim, but it says, a fool talks because they want to talk. A wise person speaks when they have something to say. So if I just want to talk and just bump my gums and just make it, that's a spectacle. You just bump your gums, you just talking, it's a song, one of the Wale songs in the beginning of it on the album About Nothing. Let them talk. People want to talk. They don't believe half the shit they saying anyways. You think most of them women actually sitting up there was like, yeah, Bill Cosby raped me, Russell Simmons raped me? No, he probably didn't. But you seen that chick said that he did, and you seen what the fuck she was about to get, so you was like, let me go ahead and do it. It's the way that we promote things needs to be different. The way that we, promote ourselves as people, the way that we show ourselves what it is that we need. And like I said, if these women, if they were really raped, then by all means, it will be, what's the word I'm looking for? Avenged. It will be.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are not going to take the responsibility ourselves to make sure that this is done so it's healed and not just swept under the rug, then all it is going to just cause more people to deal with the same shit until we fix it.
Yeah, because it do seem like with the whole movement, there's really no solution. It's just headline stories, getting the details of it, talking about it, and ain't nobody really saying like, okay, now in Hollywood, don't try this again because this movement is strong and it's not going to die. So once this wave is over 2-3 years from now, everybody will have got the message to say, look, those days are over where you can just take it. But at the same time, I think that should be the message, but I don't think that will ever be the message because in Hollywood, that's just how it works. You got to fuck your way to the top. With that Harvey Weinstein thing, like somebody was like, all right, if you had to fuck Harvey Weinstein, that ugly man, to get where you had to go, now you crying rape, but let Brad Pitt would have put you in the same situation. You know what
It
I'm saying?
might have been.
You wouldn't have said shit. So long story
Mm,
short, I think this is a sticky situation, and I think it's a
mm.
good thing that's going on because I think it'll help. So next time a man is in a room with a woman in Hollywood in a certain situation, like the whole atmosphere of the room is gonna be different now, and that could help in certain situations. But I don't think it's gonna go away eventually. But I definitely think it'll help. People will
It's
think
gonna
twice.
take time. It's definitely any change, especially change to this magnitude. It's going to take time.
Yeah, yeah,
We
but it's
just
a great start though.
yeah, but people had to be proactive about it. Like if oh my god, I can't remember what I read, but it was something that was saying along the lines of see, that's why I be talking about where I sound like a Harry Jackson sometimes. I be trying to remember. I got memory problems. So to all the girls or the weed smokers who got memory problems, listen, I know. Okay, but
Same boat.
but like on some real stuff, like I don't know, it's so many causes and things out here that people just kind of run to, like the ice bucket challenge. I was so tempted to do it. I
Hmm?
really was, but I didn't.
Why not?
Because I felt like people was doing it just because, like they say, how some people will, see somebody or a fight and people will just record it. That's what the fuck
Mm-hmm.
World Star is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People see stuff and this is their reaction to do it because that is their reaction.
Like sheep.
Because
You know what I'm saying? Monkey see, monkey do,
exactly.
don't even think.
So we gotta get that's what that shit that's deep. We gotta get in there and somebody has to stand up, or at least a few people have to stand up and start doing stuff differently
Mm-hmm.
in order for it to actually change. Or I'll do the ALS challenge because it actually means something and I'm not going to record it, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
like you said, and I like what you say, it kind of goes with it, but it's kind of off, like how Lil Jon, you said Lil Jon, he started a school in like another country or some stuff like
Ghana.
that. Ghana, right? Which I agree with what you posted with that. Like, what about us? Because we need schools here. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
too many abandoned schools in this city alone. And there's too
Mm-hmm.
many kids in these classrooms. They like sitting on
Mm-hmm.
top of each other, and it's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
I remember when they first started closing the elementary schools down and made the middle schools K through 8. I'm like, and then they started tearing them down. Like I literally
Right.
remember a school being a
Right.
thriving school. Next thing you know, it's a abandoned building with windows blown out and just like a ghost town. Like,
Mm,
and I'm only
a lot of
25. You would think that would happen over time, but like, no.
they started closing them schools down within the past, like, I
10
say 10
years.
years.
Yeah.
Right. They
Crazy.
just started tearing all them schools down. And it's like, for what? Is it funding? Is it teachers? And then to kind of to get off topic a little bit, but with that situation, I feel like I said, we have to change the way we kind of view stuff and how we deal with things.
Mm-hmm.
If they paid teachers more, I guarantee you wouldn't have to close these schools down. And it may seem like if they paid teachers more money,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like they would have to close down as many schools, because then you wouldn't have. It's a chain reaction. You treat the teachers like you don't care, they're gonna treat the students like they don't care. The students gonna treat the school like they don't care,
Exactly.
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these things can be solved with little problems, but it has to be consistent. I mean, with little problems, little solutions. These little problems can be solved with little solutions instead of turning into big problems where you got celebrities going across the country opening up schools for what? That's wonderful. I would love to open up a school. I don't care. It's my dream, one of my deepest dreams that I've had since I was little. I would love to open up a school. I really do. And I'm going to. I'm standing on that. Before I leave this physical earth, I will physically open up a school. Then Carol Holden third. Okay? But anyways, like we were saying, it was right. There you go. So, like, if you can do that, like, that's fine. But I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, look at my. I don't want to say blog, because I think people who blog it's awesome. I love people that blog. That's great. But like, I'm not going to do it for that purpose just so people can see it. And to wrap it back around, I think that's what happens a lot. That people just do stuff because it seems popular, like you said, and I hate the term monkey see, monkey do. It's like, first of all, motherfucker, you not a monkey. So, like, we need to stop ingesting these nasty ass words that they keep trying to make us swallow that may or may not be ours. Nigga, I'm not no motherfucking monkey. So just because you did something, if I do it, that's because maybe I feel like there's something in it that either makes sense.
What are you talking about now, though? You know what I'm saying? Because you're losing me.
I'm about to wrap it back around. The whole point I'm saying is I'm not going to just I'm saying that I'm not going to just do that. So I'm saying that a part of the solution would be if more people would stand up and just say, I'm not going to just jump on this bandwagon and do this because of this, or I'm not going to just do it because it's on TV or everybody else is doing it. I'm not going to do that. So if more people would just wake up and realize that and see, like, okay, hold on. Maybe that doesn't seem right, because whatever happened with all of that stuff with the ALS money? Like, not to be funny, and I looked up ALS, so what the fuck is ALS? Like, how many times did I hear that motherfuckers were still like, ooh, look at this challenge? Like, it's
But that's funny that you say that. Because I don't know if you've seen today, but I posted about Stewart. I forget her name. Sophia Stewart. I'm watching her interviews today. You know who she is?
Who is she?
She the lady who wrote Terminator and The Matrix. A black lady, a black woman.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know a black woman wrote those stories and whatnot. And not to get too deep into it, but I didn't even see all the Terminators and all the Matrix, but she letting us know like they all like correlated with one another, because the boy and the Terminator, the first Terminator, was Neo, and then the robot was sent to kill him, and then he was a young teenager, and then in the other movie, in the first Terminator, he was or the first Matrix, he was at the age of 30 years old, a computer programmer, and now he was taught to go fight. So the Terminator was sent to kill him because he was the chosen one, and she had those movies to correlate, but nobody knew. And now she's breaking it, and now she's breaking it down. So, and we talking about sheep and how people just do what they do because this is the Matrix and whatnot. So, it's some people, if you don't want to, fix these problems in the world just because somebody can wave some money in front of you and somebody did you terribly wrong and you don't even care because you just want a job, you just want some money, then those are the people you need to stay far away from, because you already know they, incentives and what they really about. So I guess to wrap this up, because my phone about to die, I'm going to throw it on the charger real quick. I just say, when it comes to this Me Too movement, we got to have a formula, at least to, see if these females could possibly be telling the truth, because we don't want to call them liars, but at least let's put them to the test if we can't hook them up to a lie detector test. And that's just to see if they just go with the money, or if they're really genuine in this to heal, like you said. So
I know what you mean.
So final thoughts,
I agree.
Ms. Linda?
I think I agree to a certain extent with what you're saying, because I hear you. I think that they need to put a little bit more stipulation on these processes before they just decide to start dishing out funds or trying to sweep shit under the rug. I think integrity is one of the most underrated things that we as a people can have. And I know I actually just found out what this word meant myself not too long ago, a few years ago, to be honest. And it's one of those words that ever since I found out what it actually meant, I try to take to heart. So I think integrity is one of those things that is very important.
Yeah, especially in LA, that soulless town of LA, ain't no integrity out there. And you know who Donnell Rawlings is? Ashley Larry.
Yeah.
Ashley Larry, he said in one of his interviews, like, look, I live in LA, and I know plenty of women who will stand up and say so and so raped me just to get, their name on a headline and whatnot. So he said, I ain't calling these females liars, but I live in LA and I know these females and that's what they do. So on that note, man, oh man, I wish you could see this plate of food in front of me right now. I'm about to get down with the get down. And I'm gonna hit you back in a little bit, all right?
All right.
All right, cool. Bye-bye.